Welcome to my September 2026 video newsletter. Lots to talk about, so let's go. Before we get to the commentary, let's go through this last month's charts. We see from this first chart that we had 10 closings in July. Not a bad number, particularly as you compare it to July of 2025. That said, we've also caught up to 2025 in the number of sales. If you remember from the previous months, we've been running behind by a fair amount. 2026 median sale price, if you will, up to this point is $840,250. That's up about 2.8% from the year-end 2025 median sales price. Not bad, but we'll talk about why that might be true. As far as new listings go, we had only two new listings in July, a very low number. And by the next chart actually belies all that, because we're actually running ahead of where we were last year in number of active listings. Of course, that's true because fewer things are going off the table than maybe otherwise should, and some things are just hanging on the market a little bit longer. So we're about 3.6% ahead of where we were last year as far as active listings. You see that over the next couple of months last year, we had even more active listings. We'll see whether we can climb that ramp as we move forward. For commentary, we need to just restate a little bit of what we saw in the charts. The new listings is very low, although I'll say that since the 1st of August, we've seen quite an influx of new listings, probably the beginning of the fall numbers, if you will, and so I expect a fair amount more as we go forward. We only have 12 pending sales, which doesn't bode well for closings in August, if you will, and in September. But that said, we're on our way with the fall, because people are showing up and the buyers are showing up and crossing the bridge, as I whined about earlier in the year. So we have the median is up a little bit, I think mostly because the actual closings in July tended to be toward higher prices, if you will. Although I'm seeing the lower prices under agreement, so we'll see a little bit of steadying there. So as we look forward, I see that the year-end number is likely going to be about where it was last year. Last year was 104, so it'll be somewhere in that range. We're likely to see the median price be just a smidgen above where it was last year. Probably not all the way to the 840 that we're seeing right now. And so there we are. The sun is shining. The tourists are here, of course, as are the future buyers. And we just we're enjoying the summer. As you can see, I'm on my back deck, and so the sun has been shining. Haven't had as much rain as maybe we should have, but on the other hand, it's great for the summer, folks. So anyway, if you have any questions, certainly give me a call. You can take a look at the infograms I now have in my newsletter. One this month just on the status, and the other on Title V septic design, if you will, which might be educational. So anyway, take a look. Call me if you have any questions, and have a great summer. See you soon. Bye.